Problem then I found was key there was not a everybody was giving different opinions. There were few textbooks which I have to read, but there was no question banks. There was not a concrete source I can like refer to that is like my go-to during my preparation.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Shivani and today we have with us Dr. Paritosh. He has secured a rank 2 in pediatrics critical care medicine. So we'll know something about his preparation strategy today. So welcome Dr. Paritosh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Many congratulations on securing
thanks a lot.
such a good rank. So first things first, tell me something about yourself.
Okay, ma'am. I belong to Chamba, Himachal Pradesh. I have done my MBBS from AIMS Delhi. I done my MD in pediatrics from PGI Chandigarh.
Okay.
And for my hobbies, I used to play tennis a lot. Tennis, yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. So if we have to ask you about your preparation strategy,
Okay.
when did you actually started your preparation?
So after my MD only, I started preparing for super specialty. In my MD, I was always fascinated by pediatric critical care, and I decided then I will do it. But after my MD, I started preparing for it, and it took me 1 year. For past 1 year, I was preparing for it.
Okay.
And so that's it. That's the duration of my preparation. What I did was initially during my first 6 months of preparation, when I gave the PGI exam, I talked to my seniors who were pursuing the field, and I talked to them what books to read, what is the study material, where can I get the question banks. The problem then I found was there was not a everybody was giving different opinions. There were few textbooks which I have to read, but there was no question banks. There was not a concrete source I can like refer to that is like my go-to during my preparation. So what I did was initially I referred to standard books like Nelson for pediatrics, and for pediatric critical care I read Roger's textbook of pediatric critical care, and AIMS and PGI PICU protocols I referred to as the standard books. And for when the prep letter, I found out about prep letter in March after like 2 months of my preparation, and I found it very helpful for my general pediatrics preparation.
Okay.
Because what I found helpful about the videos was every video had so much details, and it was taken from made from Nelson only. So when I was looking at those videos and then I was reading Nelson, I was finding it very easier to grasp the concept, and it was having a long lasting impact, and it was easy for me to remember everything. And second thing was question papers and test papers which were earlier not available for pediatric super specialties a lot.
Right.
So I was able to find them, and they were also very high quality.
Okay.
So this was my strategy. Then what I used to do, I used to study general pediatrics from prep letter videos, and then I used to study Nelson. And with that, I used to study like my critical care part from Roger textbook of intensive care. So during my first 6 months of preparation, my general pediatrics score improved a lot.
Okay.
But what I found out was my critical care part I was not able to improve. So in my first, I got a rank 6 then, and I was not able to get the seat which I wanted. So I reanalyzed what I did was wrong, and what strategy I could focus on, what changes I can make. So this general pediatrics part was good, and other specialties like neonatology, cardiology, hepatogastro was covered beautifully in prep letter. That was for sure. For critical care, what I needed to do, I reanalyzed. I decided that I have to focus on things. What I have to focus on topics. This is the topic I have to read, and this is the topics I don't have to read. So I took the last 4 to 5 years question papers of AIMS and PGI. I made a list. These are the topics I have to read, and I have to find out the best resource where I can get the maximum knowledge about it. So I made a list. I used to revise them accordingly, topic wise. And for general pediatrics, I knew my general pediatrics was fine, but in revision, these prep letter videos were helping me a lot because there are slides also. And even if I have watched the videos, I can watch it at 2 times the speed to save myself some time. So they are quite helpful in revision. Okay. For the critical care part, in second time I used the active recall method. I made a lot of flashcards. Whatever I read in prep letter, whatever I read in my books, I made a lot of flashcards. Earlier I was thinking it's taking a lot of time making these flashcards because like ready-made flashcards are not available for us, for super specialties.
Correct.
So I was
correct.
thinking it's taking a lot of time. Maybe it's go to like waste. What I can do, but I kept on doing that, and in the end I found it was very helpful. When my flashcards were available, I was not looking at any books. I was just with my mobile. I was just repeating them and doing active recall, trying to like read them again and again, and they were quite handy in my preparation.
Okay.
And I used to do weekly tests to like check up how well is my grasp of the subject. So this was in a nutshell my preparation.
That's great. That's great. So there will be two kind of people who will be watching your video. One who have to just start preparing, and one who have like already done and they are just revising. So if you have to like guide both of them, like how does your day look like and how it changed over the period of your preparation?
Okay, so the thing is like some people take jobs with that,
right?
And then they are preparing. But I didn't take any job, and I was just preparing. Even after first 6 months, I didn't take any senior. I was getting senior residency in AIIMS and fellowship in critical care in AIIMS Jodhpur. But I decided that I wanted to do a DM only, and whatever it may cost. It was a risk, obviously, but I decided that I wanted to do that, and I didn't take any jobs, and I was studying at home only. But some people do it while they are doing their jobs also. That is fine. So in that situation, I'll say, who are just preparing, I'll tell them ki just go through like these general pediatrics and other specialties videos once, because we tend to like we have to like focus ourselves. So these videos help to focus ourselves ki this is the part we have to focus on. Like Dr. Sandeep Sharma videos in pediatrics, they were very helpful. Like he knew what topics are, how much importance we have to give on those topics, and even some obscure topics which we don't read, but those are rare topics which we get some MCQs on sometimes. So when we don't read them from these textbooks, and but these videos, like a 20-minute video, can help us just go through these obscure topics which we never would have like studied from the textbook. We were like ignore them, or some topics we dwell on too much, and there is no need to do that. So they have to like first decide what is the material they have to go through, and for that these preparatory videos will help them a lot. So to focus them ki this is the subject we have to study, this is the point we don't have to study, and like go through the textbooks once, go through previous year question papers, make a list. What I used to do, I was not doing that key from this to this day I'll do study this. What I used to do, I used to make a Excel sheet. These are the topics, these are the, I used to color code them ki this is my weaker point, so this I have to revise once more and more. So that helped me a lot with active recall and this, and time management. Like I was like logging in how many times I am studying, so that helped a lot.
That's really nice, very informative, and that's really nice. Like you have structured your day properly.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. So everybody is aware of it, like there was change in the pattern also,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So 1 month before it was to and fro, you were not sure like
ma'am.
what will be the exam pattern. So did that change your preparation, or like you were okay with like doing that?
That was like very, yes, ma'am. Like we didn't know what to do, because like in PGI there was 50%. It used to be ki 50% there will be general pediatrics only, and 50% there will be specialty.
Correct.
Now it changed, and AIIMS was conducting the papers, so we knew like it could be AIIMS pattern, which contains like 70 to 80% questions are from specialty only. And so like there was a lot of uncertainty, but we still felt like if we are preparing well. So what I did, like I focused on my specialty part more, I revised it more, but still we were touching that, because like I made those flashcards, I made those notes, so it was not very difficult for me to go through general pediatrics again. And whatever we read in general pediatrics, there is some part of it which comes in specialty also. It is related, everything those questions are. I don't think it made a lot of difference, like thinking about it, what could be the pattern is in this like uncertain. So now we know what kind of paper it could be, but I didn't change the strategy much, but just I made like a specialty. I made more revisions for the specialty
part. Okay, great. So if you have to like do the post-exam analysis, like how will you rate the exam?
Exam was, I'll say it was good.
Yes.
Like it was a conceptual exam,
Mhm.
and there were a lot of repeats also. Repeats as in the concept was repeated,
Great.
and the topics which were like I like made the list. The topics which were coming earlier, which we see clinically, which are relevant, which patients we see normally in MD in critical care. Those were the questions which were repeated. Apart from that, some new technologies which are there. Like in ICU, there's the ECMO is being used now. Point of care ultrasound is being used now. So all of these things were like more of a.
So in a way, there was a practical aspect of
Yes,
pediatrics coming in the
Yes,
exams.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right,
Yes, ma'am.
rightly said. So, out of all the content assets, like be it notes or videos or question bank or grand
Yes, ma'am.
test,
Yes,
like
ma'am.
which you swear by, like this I have to do for the exam.
Videos.
Videos.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay. So just before the exam, like 1 month before the exam,
Yes,
so what was your revision plan? How many times did you revise? Did you
Okay,
solve
so-
the question or like only stick to your notes?
I used to do like those major tests like all pediatrics tests. Those were there, so I used to do them once a week. Apart from that, I stuck to my notes which I have compiled and I have like consolidated it. So I was like, "Hey, this is I have to limit myself. I shouldn't go through new things." And some other things like new advancements and these new technologies and everything, which we, even if we study earlier, we don't remember much.
Right.
So that part of the subject, I was like, I have to study it in the end, and even if I study it now, there will be no much use. So that I made that sure that I'll stick that part of the subject. I will study in the end only. So
Right.
that was my just question.
So this exam is actually very difficult, and most of the times you try to procrastinate, and like there was
Yes,
a
ma'am.
demotivating time as well. I know.
Yes,
How you used to motivate yourself?
When I started preparing, I knew that it is a long task.
Correct.
1 year, I've completed my MD. I'm not doing any job, so there are pressures also. So I was like, I was in my mind, I was sure I want to do this, and whatever it takes, I'll do it. So in that part, like the support of the family is very important.
Right.
So my parents were always like, yeah, you can do it. Whatever is that best for you, you know it better than us. So just trust in yourself, and you obviously can do it. So apart from that, I used to make sure like my environment is nice. So we used to prepare. My friends were also there with me. We all used to prepare together. So we used to used to keep each other motivated.
That's
yes,
nice.
you all are preparing. Sometimes it get hard, but we used to do recreation activities also. Like 1 hour a day, you can do. You work out or you go for a run. I used to make sure I include that in my lifestyle. I used to like go for a run for a while, just clear my head and everything. Yeah,
that's nice. I'm pretty sure whoever will be watching your video, they have gained a lot of information from this video. Just a take-home message for everybody.
Okay, so I'll say a few bullet points. For
Yeah, sure.
Like watch the videos before you read the textbooks. Make flashcards. Include whatever you want for stress relief in your life. Make a part of that in your schedule, and do a lot of practice questions also to keep yourself in check.
Thank you so much for your valuable time, and
thank you.
All the best for your future.
I want to make some shout outs to my friends.
Definitely, please do.
So first of all, I want to thank my parents, of course, and my brother, my nephew, my hubby, and my friends Prerna, Vishnu, Alisha, Praval, Saharsh, Shrey, Rishabh, Saurabh, Himanshu, and Anubhav. I want to thank them.
I know they must be really happy to see you, and you have done a great job. So all the best for your future. Thank you so much.
Okay,
thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.